caves in a lifetime. There's only 2 in the whole of Australia. And you're lucky enough to be in one. The cave was discovered 74 years ago by a young lad called Boyce Lane, whose parents leased the land here from the Crown to graze stock. He went rabbiting, popped a ferret, and discovering this, they made a little hole big enough to get people through a rat trap and started digging through it. And they did this for 50 years. But they had to share the profit they made back with the Crown, When they retired, National Parks took it over and soon after closed it down to redevelop it, making it possible for people with a disability to join us on a tour. This was the very first cave in the whole of Australia to cater for anyone with a disability, and we are mighty proud that most caves this would just be impossible. We now get busloads of people from rehab centres, nursing homes, special schools, and lots of people in wheelchairs. Open doors that had been closed for too long. And I started working here 24 and a half years ago, shortchanging myself. The door was way up here. I came through there and sloped from there down to here. So we filled the old desk.
Actually selected for this job in Tantanoola.
Yes. So that said all, didn't it? And I'm nearly as tall as you right now.
Yeah, you've got a special feature there. It's a Sony cyber shop U, and that with the big card, you know, the chip.
Yes.
It'll hold 260 photographs.
Goes to show you, see, the little things are worth a lot.
But it's the camera you always have with you. It's in your pocket. It's in your pocket. Yeah. It will take movie as well.
That's me.
The latest one's got a little mirror there. I wonder what
so
it was
you can
for.
see yourself as well.
If you take your own shot, you can get yourself
you can do your heel.
Yeah, that's
right. Use the camera and then wait for it to work through. But when it does work through, it transforms this to make it look as if we covered it all with melted chocolate icing. It's quite lovely. But we haven't got anything like the raindrops through yet. They're starting to come through, but we've a long way to go. The whole ceiling is a mass of raindrops that sparkle just like a field of diamonds when I put the beam of light down. The evidence that the long time ago the sea was in the face of it repeatedly opened it up, and this would fill up with seawater. So the evidence is clear. There must have been collapse there at some point that caused freefall and sealed it off again, leaving us then with the cliff as it is today. It's fully exposed to the weather. So when it rained, the rain to the ceiling. Not too many raindrops in this bit particular. We'll see a few more as we make our way through. Once they do appear on the ceiling, the drops hang around for some time until carbon dioxide is given off in decay. Then the drip would fall, but leave on the ceiling a minute particle of calcite crystal, and thus started the straws and stalactites away. Wherever the drip lands, so you were working here, and it gave 10 times the size of this one. That wouldn't have a single stalactite in. We have this small cave, very pretty cave, very small, and we have hundreds of them. I'll show you some really big ones further on. Little group of columns there, nearly every one of them saw a crack, and the cracking thought to tie up with volcanic rubble. So it happened a long time ago, and possibly up to 10,000 years ago. Get closer to one in a minute that really opened up. But before that, the big flat ones, fish, and teenagers see surfboards. So I guess it depends where you're coming from as to how you see them. The nostril, the eye. Nature at work. Mice in the cord.
Yeah,
so we have a scar showing you they can come together by themselves just as long as the cave is still active. Wander into the left, please, mindful of your last step. They cut the lock on the door 74 years ago, left their mark wherever you went. Wherever they went. People are sometimes surprised, you know, that there was vandals there. And I said, there'll never have been a time when there wasn't vandals.
Right.
There's always someone it doesn't respect, isn't there?
Yeah.
Not a brain in their head. I mean, this doesn't just happen here. This happens all over the world. I get people here from all over the world, and they'll tell me what happened to their caves. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
So they really did. I mean, you or I could wipe out 1,000 years in one split second.
Yeah.
Snag is we can't put it back. Wow. Almost uniform in thickness all the way through. Love the fluting too.
Yeah.
Don't know how the vandals missed it, but oh golly, I'm glad they did.
Might be a bit high for them.
I think they probably panicked by then and thought maybe better get out in case they're caught. I don't know. But beautiful one, that one.
So do bits ever drop off?
Never in my 24.5 years have I ever seen a piece on the bottom. And I guess I wouldn't have been here 24.5 years if I had. I'd have been too big a scaredy. I would have thought that'll do me, and that's the end of it.
And so, but they just keep growing. Are they growing?
Very, very slowly.
Yeah.
Very slowly. Like I look at this and think, how long is it going to take? Yeah, I would certainly be looking. I'd be putting my money on a few 100,000 years before that actually fills up completely.
Yeah.
Very slow.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, again. Don't you get the feeling that it went down forever? Almost dangerously. Every angle you look at it, every light sequence changes it. You're getting movement, of course, with your raindrops and spoiling it just now. Before this, the rains caught up with us. This was like one big sheet of mirror. No movement. It was absolutely incredible. Can I suggest you have a look from here? This is my favourite view. The tour how the cave was set in dolomite rather than your usual limestone, and the lovely rich coloured rock here is our heavy dense, and it takes a lot of splitting. So quite different in weight and texture to the limestone, but they have many common uses. Remember, dolomite started off as limestone before the change. The quarry next door to us on the Mount Gambier side is a very good quality dolomite. Much of that's crushed, taken to Victoria, to Bendigo, and used in the making of glass.
Right.
Ballarat has its own fertiliser plant, and in different grades it's used to make roads to build with, pillars for plastic, used in medicine, agriculture, and a lot in steelworks. Very versatile, but just gives us a nice backdrop. Look at the size of the helictites. They're monsters.
So which one are the helictites?
Those that do what they like.
Okay, they don't just go straight down.
No,
They go
Curve around. And
just they can change their mind, go all over the place. Like, look at this, and look at them here. Once you get used to looking for them yourself, they're everywhere. We've just got literally hundreds of them. Yeah, we certainly don't get them in every cave. And even the caves, the big caves that boast a few, we have everything in our favour. We have a very shallow cave and we have a very good rainfall. What more could you ask for? Just time and you've got the lot. Lovely shawl, ceiling you couldn't get a lot more in if you tried. It's just chocolate block, lovely fine straw there. And the raindrops are starting to appear here. I'm going to change the lighting. I'm going to pull some out. I'd like you to continue to look along, please, for I get the feeling when I take a few lights out that this gets deeper. Let's see if it does it for you.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Because the reflection's better.
That's my favourite one.
That's lovely.
I like it a lot. Now if you quick and nip round the other side again, you've seen it.
It's lovely, isn't it?
And when you're ready, make your way back around and feeling that it went right back under the walkway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It's very nice.
It's an illusion, isn't it? Take one line out. Another one out. Do you want to take a photo?
Yeah, I'd like to.
Just pull me up if you want me to hold on a minute. Okay. Taking one line out now. When I take the next one, we lose the magic. Pull the rubble out. Over 300 tonnes of rock and soil came out to get the required gradients.
Yeah.
But it was well worthwhile. I just remember looking into the first face of the person who came through with me, and I thought, wow, it would have been worth it for just one.
Yeah.
Because I nursed disabled children before I ever came to Australia.
Yeah.
And I also had a disabled brother who's no longer around. I'm so aware of how much they miss out
That's
and how
right.
much
Yeah.
I take for granted.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So this is great.